Hello, can you hear me now? Is my audio coming through now? Okay, we got that going on. Good. That's a good start. Given this is my first proper attempt, I'm not doing tragic. Echoing I can't do a whole lot about at the moment. Hang on. Maybe I can. One second here. Is it echoing less now? Okay, it's on your end, I see. Okay, because keep in mind, my computer is garbage. So, I don't want any false positives here. Something on your end, I can't do shit about that. But if it's something on my end, I can maybe do something. So anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you may be located. Thanks to those who are showing up live. If you happen to be watching this after, where inevitably this will be probably archived on my channel. Thanks for giving it a view as well. It's my first time doing anything like this. Any and all feedback will be appreciated. We're going to start small today, I think. We're going to be looking at, probably, yeah, let's just do group 4. I don't want anything too fast. I'm not the type to really hot lap. Usually I just do one run and see how well I can do in that one run. But maybe I'll do a few today. But I think we'll start with group 4 and then move on to group B. Maybe do a bit of group S and then maybe drop down to 3 or 2 just to get some times on the table. Where should we go here? Should we do Lampy? We could do this one. Let's do this one. We'll run the brick, because, of course. Apparently it's become the meta for Group 4. Or at least something to that effect. I gotta fix this. That's the UV that's peeking through there. It's not supposed to look like that. We'll run this one. Let's see how well we do. I'd be very surprised if we beat my last personal best. But the goal really isn't at the moment to break personal records or even indeed full-on best runs. What's important to me right now above all else is just consistency. Because I haven't played in a few days and I want to make sure my rhythm's in check. As you can see, my rhythm is completely off. So we'll need to sort that out as we go on through this. We'll start in second gear. I can't quite remember the entire layout of this track, but I recognize this bit. Bit of short shifting. Get some grip. god. Okay, let's try that again. Never mind beating my previous record. I can't even finish the course. Okay. Trying to get a good understanding of the track first before I make any decent progress. Sven Off-Road Svensson. Sven Svensson. That's a great name. Well, of course you gotta go off-road. Technically I'm off-roading already, so... What's wrong with cutting the track a little bit? If the game doesn't reset me, it's legal. That's all I'm saying. There we go, we caught it that time. Oh. Jesus Christ. Okay. How did I even get top 1 on this course? I guess most people do dry runs. Apologies for not talking much. Kinda went into deep concentration mode there. I am not the most tidy driver on Earth. Far from it. But I think even amongst the average drivers, I still manage to be the least tidy. I subscribe to the Timo Solomon driving philosophy. Basically is take it easy, and then if you really want to push for it, go for it, but you don't always have to push for it if it's not necessary. Alright, let's see how well we do. We got a 138, 157, which puts us... yeah, that's way off our original pace. Beautiful game. I just realized the Rhino stickers are... Okay, well, it's definitely apparent where I'm losing time. Most people would have figured it out probably minutes ago, but it's just starting to click with me now. sliding is definitely my thing in this game, but you can see why it's not the preferred time attack method. You definitely lose a lot of time, excuse me, a lot of time in the process. That was disgusting. Doing so. And right there over that jump, I could have been braver. I really didn't want to chance it, though, because knowing my luck, the margin for error is so small that I would have definitely hit the logs there. 9 out of 9 times. I feel better. I definitely feel faster. But as I said, I'm not the time to hot lap. So we're gonna move on to a different course. My goal right now is just to get my footing. My goal isn't to beat times, necessarily. If it happens, it happens, right? That's fantastic. I'm all for that. Even if it's to beat my PB, and then whatever position I end up in, totally cool with that. But as far as, you know, doing the same course over and over and over again and see where I can shave milliseconds each time, I'm not feeling that today. You know, what's important for me is to figure out what the hell I'm doing. We could do Paulus. Or Palisar. Still in the top 1%. Maybe we can break it. 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's get our footing and let's get some speed in as well. We will run the Monte Carlo brick. Monte Carlo special brick for this one. I think that's the car I used last time to get up to P13. I might be wrong on that. I think there's a video on my channel. I love how I'm the one who doesn't know and I drove the car. I realize how little sense that makes now to people that must be watching. That's the thing about my memory. I can remember stuff that happened months ago, but if you ask me something that happened yesterday, I'd be like, I have no idea. And my frame of reference is off completely. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine about when we were hanging out. I was like, yeah, I remember when we hung out like 2 weeks ago and we talked about, you know, we reminisced about some shit in high school? He goes, dude, that was like 2 days ago. I really gotta get it together. Speaking of getting it together, this is already tidy. Just splitting the crowd there. Right on the edge of the tarmac. Or not tarmac, it's gravel. On the edge of the gravel circle. I'm off the course completely, that's okay. Let the engine bog down a bit, let the turbo lag do its thing, and then just full throttle out of it. Keep it in third. And then there's these 2 jumps here. I guess we're going around it. No, we're not. The only thing Polish can vividly remember is Group B Audi Finesse. Speaking of Group B Audi Finesse, one of the other philosophies I subscribe to is the philosophy of Stig Blomqvist. His attitude when it comes to, and random Viggo facts, yeah, definitely I know a lot about weird Vigan facts. But back to Stig Blomqvist. His calm, yet fast approach to driving is unbelievable. I saw a video not too recently. I don't know what car he was in. I'm pretty sure he wasn't in a Quattro. I'm 90% sure he wasn't in a Quattro. But I think it was a Volvo or something. Anyway, that's not the part that's important. I don't know why I'm hung up on that fact, but the way, like, I think he got one of the best times on the course, if not the best time on that particular stage. But if you watch the way he shifts, if you watch the way he moves the steering wheel, I mean, he may as well have drove one-handed and still beat everybody on that particular stage, if not the whole event. Just the one-track mindness of, oh yeah, I got this. He treated it as if he was just driving to work, like it was just a commute, okay? To be in that mindset, to be that confident and that precise and that spot on with your driving style, that isn't just skill, okay? It's professionalism of the highest accord. That's a class act, okay? Timo Solomon's philosophy is just very much, yeah, I'll just drive the car one-handed. Shift occasionally when I need to. And then if I really want to beat everybody else, I'll speed up. I subscribe more to that philosophy, but that implies I have skill, which I don't. See, I'm an idiot. I just look like I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm telling everybody this right now. The fact I have the times I do astonishes me, right? I'll be honest, some of these, I know I said earlier I don't hot lap. It's not entirely true. Some of these I did. But, those I still hot lap to get far enough ahead. But typically I just drift most of the stage and still get decent time. Decent-ish times anyway. Let's restart this one. Enough about me rambling on. Let's start in a second. Let's just run it in. And we'll just let catch up. Clutch kick. Into third, over the bridge. Into fourth. Bit of a Scandi flick there. Oh, we can still salvage this. Run's not dead. I was pretty sure I screwed up completely there once I hit that hay bale. Just a small scuff, no problem. Just parting the spectators. No big deal. Bit of short shifting. Stockholm drift, yeah. I'm so glad this car is in the game. I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't anyway, but both because of how easy it is to model, I assume, and just because of how iconic it is. I mean, it was just a privateer's race car at the lower ends of Group A, but I think Group 4 in some cases. But I think that was the, what's it called now? Is it the Volvo 142 I'm thinking of? I can, but hang on. There we go. It's mostly like a local rally, lower, dare I say, amateur level car. There were works Volvo 242s for rally, but they were mostly just touring cars, as I understand it. I do encourage anybody watching this, if they are at all interested in the 242's history. He was a New Zealander. Forget his first name, but Francevic. If you watch the Australian Touring Car Championship in like the mid-80s, he runs a 242, and he's just, I mean, kicking ass. Let's just call it what it is, right? Just kicking ass for the most part. Even beating out the Skyline. The V8 cars, the Bulls, the Mustangs. I mean, you name it, he was leading the pack in one of these things. And I don't think it was particularly, like, souped up or anything. Because in the case of the Skylines, I could be, and I probably am wrong on this. Those things were a little bit more topped up and souped up than the 242 was. But that doesn't make it any less impressive, I don't think. Yeah, see, we're completely off the pace. But again, just to bring it home here, the goal isn't PBs, at least not right now, anyway. The goal is just figuring out where my rhythm is. Right? The beginning and end points of whatever the hell I'm doing. Because to be honest, while I'm a bit more confident right now, my rhythm and everything is a little bit off. I mean, it's probably obvious to most people watching this, but I'm definitely feeling that I need to get it together a little bit more. Somebody mentioned Svensson earlier. Was it Edward? Yeah, Edward Fitzpatrick, yeah. If you can figure out the little Easter egg in the nameplate, you get a cookie. I'll give you a hint. It's got nothing to do with the Svensson part. I need to fix the skin up a little bit. This one's a short one, but a good one. Careful here. These logs have, or at least one of them has really weird hitboxes. That felt fast, but I definitely was going to be off pace there. Surprisingly not as bad as I thought. But, yeah, we're up there. 77 Ford Escort driver Bjorn Valdegard totally did Google it. I appreciate your honesty. He was the... well, he definitely drove more than just the Ford Escort, though. Now here's the thing, I know that was probably just the first result that came up, but he drove a lot more cars than that, competitively. His history is pretty incredible. If I'm not mistaken, he was the first WRC champion, I think in 1979. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I remember anyway. Excuse me. I know for sure he definitely pulled a win off for Toyota in the Safari Rally in 85, I think. 85, 86. So, that's pretty incredible. Okay. Well, it's kind of funny how that works out. If I'm not mistaken, I think I just did a 157, which is, I think... I think I just did a 157 for the regular La Sila, not the reverse one. Reverse, my best time, God knows when I did this run, is around a 157 as well, almost a 158 actually. You know what? What the hell? Let's do one. No, not the Slank. Pro tip, by the way, for people that are interested in doing Group 4 runs. This thing is surprisingly good. I quite enjoyed using it. And I haven't really used this one too often. At all, actually. 0 miles. This one's pretty good. I think if I were to do other runs outside of the Turbo Brick, I'd use this, or I'd use this, which I don't know why it reads 0. Maybe it doesn't count the daily events? I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. I love how I'm talking about how great it is, and yet I've never actually done a proper run in it yet. The odometer doesn't register unless you finish an actual stage proper. So that's why it reads 0, but from what I remember, I was actually really confident in this thing. A lot of people prefer this over the Brick, and I totally see why. It's usually up there in the ranks. But you know what? I'm loyal to the Brick. So we're just gonna run the Brick. Shoutouts to I forget who actually made this one. I didn't make this one. I'm nowhere near this talented. But whoever you are, you did an amazing job. I just genuinely wish my memory wasn't god-awful, so I can credit you properly. But let's give it a go. That's already off. Let's try that again. Vorsprung. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. Any Swedes, real ones, or just Swede speakers, because they actually are infinitely more fluent at it than I am, feel free to yell at me in the comments about it after. I'm pretty sure I'm close. It's a Vorsprung, right? Is it something like that? Let's run that again. This is by far the least tidy run I've done, I think, so far. I haven't even really begun going through the stage proper yet. Clutch kick it a bit. There we go, that's got it. Oh, I see. Well, I found the edge of the course. Never say die, folks. Never say die. The Brick is just that. It's a brick. It's hard to kill a brick. sturdy, fast, and robust all at the same time. See, a lot of people, they waste their time. What they do is they waste their time figuring out ways to get all three check marks. They want something that's cheap, reliable, fast. The answer is unbelievably simple. Everybody doing that, you're overthinking it. The answer is a Volvo Turbo Brake. Don't waste your time looking at anything else. Just pretend the other options aren't on the... Right? Just go for it. Let's go. Never say die. Never say die. I'm saying die. Actually, you know what? Let's just run this in reverse. Throw it in reverse. Let's see how well we do. Yeah, no. We'd be well off the pace anyway, but... what's the word I'm looking for? If I can use English for about 2 seconds, I wanted to memorize more of the course, or at least see most of the course. Because even though I just did it forwards, I gotta kind of re-memorize it going backwards as well, because the rhythm is different. It's all well and good trying to do a track forwards enough times, but it completely throws you for a loop with braking points and everything else. You do that same course backwards. Well, I imagine for most people it'd probably be easier, given that they just did it. But, of course, I'm an idiot, so it takes me longer to work out basic things, like memorization. Let's redo that. That was completely... bleh. Run this again. Run in a second. Run in a third. Use the rock as a ways to ricochet. Okay, let's figure out. So we gotta go this way and around. I don't know what gear this would be in. I guess second, fuck it. Oh god! Oh, no. No, let's just redo it. Get a time of 30 seconds. Yeah, let me get right on that. What's the... hold on. What's the best time for this course in my class? I'm curious. I think it's gonna be like a 1:30 something, right? If I'm not mistaken. 1:40 something? I guess we're about to find out. When the game eventually decides to load. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So, oh, that's for Group B runs. We're in Group 4. Yeah, 141.895. Where am I at? So I'm I'm basically 16 seconds off the pace to be anywhere near that number. That's not happening. Lee Boone, if I'm not mistaken, he actually still makes videos, doesn't he? For some reason I remember him doing something to do with the 8.6. I could be remembering that wrong. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. 1 second here. So who was that who said do it in 30 seconds? Unless you can find a way that I can somehow cut the course to do that, there's no way for me to do it legit. Also, this is a good opportunity to point out the effectiveness, I guess, of some of these cards. You can see the Das Whip in the top 10 here for the most part. Of course, there's there's 3 guys running the brick. One Lagana, which really deserves more credit than it gets. I think more people are starting to use it now. It's a quick one. It's a quick boy. The only reason why I don't is, well, as I said before, I use the brick, and that's pretty much all I ever use, right? It's not that I'm against trying other things out, it's just something that typically don't do. Shout out to Haas Delgado, by the way. Number 1, the Superman thing. He beat the other guy by just over a second. Well done. Where am I at? 26th. Alright. Maybe I can beat my old time? I doubt it. Where are we at for the other courses here? We'll see if I can at least get a faster time here. We'll run it in blue. Just plain old blue. Excuse me. Ah, come on. I wasn't that far off the course. For real? Alright, fine. I'll play by your rules, dude. Frickin' unbelievable. Clutch kick. Clutch kick again. One of the pro tips as well about rain runs. Don't be afraid to let the engine bog down, because it actually will help you retain a little bit of grip. There's 2 ways you can go about it. One, either retain the gear you're in, or if you're still spinning your wheels, going up a gear is totally still viable. And, I mean, obviously, if you didn't want to go through that whole rigmarole, it'd probably be much faster to just lay into the throttle slowly. But I just prefer to run in a higher gear and just pinning it. See if that works for you. But both are totally viable methods. A lot of people are discouraged from doing rain runs, and I can really see why. Snow runs, likewise. It's a fun challenge. I don't even like them that much. I definitely would prefer to run these in the dry, but this is just more of a fun challenge for me, I think. I get more enjoyment out of it, personally. I can totally see why people might be discouraged from having it go, but there's... Once you understand the ins and outs of where the beginnings and ends are of your grip, It's not all that bad. Wow, there we go. We did a lot better than our previous run. I don't even remember where we were last time. On the top 3, we're 36th overall. We must have jumped up by quite a bit, because I think we were 100 something, 200 something. So I'm definitely getting my rhythm back. Excuse me, definitely a little bit. But we're not going to hot lap it. We're just going to be satisfied with that one for now. And then at a later date, have a crack at it again. But at the moment, that day is not today. Don't really feel like having another run at it. That's where we sit as of right now. Who's in the top 10 again, just out of curiosity? Oh yeah, right. Again, shout out to Haas and Lee Boone. Unsurprisingly, a Brazilian is in the top 10 here. Learning a lot from Senna. If you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. You under risks all the time. We could do Ganamari next. Actually beat a Brazilian here. He was using the Kazi. The RS500. Where are we at for this? We're at P47. P26. Portomaga. Did I drop down for this one? I think I was higher up before. No, I might not have been. For some reason, I remember being P26. I'd have to look at an old video on. I know I was still in the top 2, though. Montevecchio. Oh, what the hell, it's stupid. This one would just confuse the hell out of me while driving. Let's just run the clean vegan. The clean vegan brick. No sponsorship stickers, nothing. Not even a door plate. Or a door number plate. Short shift a bit there, I know. We're just gonna let the engine bog a bit. We don't have to jump through that. I definitely don't feel confident enough to do that. Again, letting the engine bog a little bit. Hard on the brakes. Cut the course just a tad. Pin in second, get some grip. Up fourth. Up fifth. Should have maybe left it at fourth. Whatever. We're getting our rhythm back. We're off the run. Oh god, yeah. So we're gonna redo that. Do a first gear start. That was unbelievably sloppy on my part. god. And I'm still running off the track. What am I doing? I'm sincerely... Oh god. I was just gonna say then, I'd be sincerely... sincerely. It's a combination of both words. Sincerely and seriously. I'd be seriously surprised if I actually finished this course. Just give it some angle. Just give it some angle, bud. Fucking throw her sideways. Give her some angle, bud. Keep it in fourth. Keep it pinned. Fifth. No. And we slid off at the exact same point. Can you tell I know what I'm doing yet? If the answer is you have no idea what you're doing at all, the answer is correct. I absolutely don't. I may look like I do, but really I don't have a clue. Bog a bit. Just coast over the hill. Keep it in fifth. There we go, now we didn't go off the course completely. But we still got a lot of course left here. Run up the track. Tuck it in sideways. Knocking over every little road post we can find. Get over the jump. Keeping fifth here. Gonna go this way. Yep. Okay. Oh. Try to recover that as best we can. Yeah, it's really going to flying over the jump too bad anyway. That's alright. Back on the course, fourth. Off the gas down the hill. It's going to be a square right. Clutch. Clutch again. Third. And a second. Oh god, it's a tree. Yep. Can we salvage this? No, we can't. Well, we finished 3/4 of the track before we absolutely bend it, which is better than the first few tries. So we're off to a decent start. Oh god. Okay. Feel a little bit more confident this time. No, I'm off completely. Alright, let's give it one more go. Hopefully we'll at least see the end of the course. Crash. Good Christ. Okay. Another attempt. Yeah, no, it's not happening. So instead of getting pointlessly frustrated about it, I'm just gonna head back. Okay, where should we go next? Do I really not have a time for this course? Good God, 60. Tsumagoi, Nico. I really have like no rain runs for Japan on Group 4. That can't be right. Yeah, I got that one. I don't have... Let's fix that. Let's at least put some times down. I really doubt I'm going to be able to beat that time anyway. So let's just get a framework, just for future self, to work from. Excuse me. We'll run the Vorsprung racing livery. Shouts to Vorsprung. Great blokes. Great suspension. Good deals. Just gonna coast through these hay bales. Through here. Now, despite the title of the stream, and despite what you may expect one to do in Japan, but try to grip drive as much as possible. Because to be honest, it is quite narrow through these spots. We're gonna try to keep ourselves not sliding too much, I say, as I go into a drill. Intense focus. Was not expecting that. Okay. I can already tell I'm not going to get a good time on this board. I mean, I wasn't going to make the top 10 anyway, to be honest. But I think I'd be surprised if I break the 30, 40. Maybe like 100 and something. Pretty sloppy back there. Run in second. And just... Yep. Okay, never mind. I can see why it worked the first time and it didn't work that time. Okay, now I don't even see why it worked the first time. Do you see why I don't hot lap? Not only am I god awful at it, I immediately forget what I did right. Okay, there we go. Get on the course. We're flat out through here in fifth. just over 103 miles an hour. Keep it fourth. Back to third. Off the course a little bit. And third. Little chicane here. Off the course a bit, that's okay. Fourth. Third. Okay. Just coast through here. All on the throttle. There we go. That's even better than the first one, I think. Feels much tidier. There we go. Right on the limits of grip, I think. I think I'm getting it. Not great, not terrible. Hang on, is that not where I just crashed last time? I think it is, isn't it? Or am I further up? I honestly, I can't tell. I feel like I've done worse. It might be the same spots. It could just be my imagination. What the hell was I doing? Okay, I really overcorrected way too much there. I don't know what I was thinking. That was way more steering input than I needed. Oh, good God. Alright, let's try it again. Try it again. I'll be damned if I finish this course at this point. Just a little bit of a love tap for the hay bales. That's fine, I don't really care. I'm not gonna get super anal on precision like that. Does this technically count as hot lapping? I don't think it does. Poor red block. Just bang it on the limiter first. Whoa, what the hell? Oh my God. I'm actually getting worse. I'm actually getting progressively worse. Okay, hang on. Was that light always there? I don't think it was it? What's going on with that? It's probably my graphics card dying. Yeah, it just disappeared then. Yeah, my graphics card's about to goddamn combust. I'm pretty sure that I'm about to start a fire in my house. That shouldn't be going on. For those who don't know, I mean, this computer makes like 386 PCs. Look like fucking Harvard supercomputers. I have peak enjoyment. On one side I have Polish doing rally, and the other I have a camera pointed at a stop sign and watching people just not stop. Huh? What are you watching traffic cameras then? Is that what you're doing? How do you have access to stuff like that? Yeah, that was nice. That actually felt really tidy through there. I'm actually quite happy about that. I say as I immediately go off the course. Watch this. Ready? Watch me fumble this completely. Yep. How did I know? How did I know? It's almost like everybody saw that from miles away or something. Okay. Oh, God. I sheared in too early. My precision's way off. Whoa. Okay. Third, second. Because that's what you would do in real life, wouldn't you? Just fumble with the fucking gear lever. It's a good job I don't do this as a profession. If I did, I can only imagine the amount of M47 transmission failures. You know what? Let's give it one more go. Let's give it one more go. If we can't at least... Okay, let's just pretend I didn't say that. We'll give it... That was a mulligan. That was a mulligan. Just give it another go. Just see how far on the course we get. Hopefully finishing it this time. Keep it in third. Up to fourth. Up to fifth. Up to background noise out the ass. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Oh, Lord. Clutch kick. Clutch kick again. Clutch kick again. Senna moment. Blimp, 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 blimp. Keep it in third. See, that's what I'm talking about right there, because if I put it in second, let's say, despite the fact there was no puddle I was driving over there, I'd still be spinning a little bit, so it was just best I kept it in a higher gear anyway, so that I would at least be able to retain some grip going through them. I'm lazy and I just like to go full throttle all the time. Also, when this game does come out, which is for Switch, which is supposedly sometime this summer, if I know controllers like I think it do, it'll have to be something. Okay, so we're in the top 3, which is a lot higher up than I thought. I thought it'd be like maybe in the 100, top 100, maybe. We made it up to the top 30, which, given that I haven't played in a few days, and my rhythm's still completely off, I'm totally fine with that. And again, I'm not the type to hot lap, so I'm not gonna give another crack at it. Also, I think it's like 6 miles anyway, isn't it? 5, yeah. I'm not interested in having another go. Not for me today anyway. I'm not interested. Maybe we'll do Mount Asama. I don't know. Yeah, what the hell. I was thinking of moving on to Group B, but maybe we'll just do Group 4 today. We'll run the brick too. Last time I rode on this course, I think I was in the, Cavillo? Is that how it's pronounced? 803? Something like that. The Ferrari? The 308? It was pretty silky smooth through here, I must admit. I think I did it in the reverse course, though. I could be wrong on that. Matter of fact, I could be getting the course wrong completely. How fitting. Of course the Vigan Brick wants to leave the course. It does not want to be tied down to the rules and regulations of WRC rally events. Hang on, if I hit salmon. If I hit the ground again, I'm gonna go off the course, aren't I? There's no way I'm not hitting into that goddamn ravine. Because if you look at the point of trajectory... yeah. Oh well. Oh, hang on. Never mind, I have no concept of how physics work. Let's run that again. Vigan, powered by Volvo. Good point. That's a good point. Despite it being a Saab product, it actually used a Volvo Flygmotor engine, which in turn was a Pratt... Is it a Pratt Whitney? I think it's a Pratt Whitney. JT8D from an airliner. The Vigan's actually powered by American Volvo power. Then again, I suppose they all were technically Ford power plants, weren't they? In the grand scheme of things. Like, even in the Gripen now, it's technically like a Super Hornet engine or some shit. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Exhaust. Well, that was clean. We even got some angle through there. Hey guys, Tricholitz here. So, we're gonna be running Goldie down through Japan. Oh shit, I thought for sure I was gonna have to climb that hill. Oh god. I totally meant to do that. I totally meant to transition that into a perfect drift. Yeah, I totally know what I'm doing. I don't. Cherry blossom season. Despite the god-awful weather. Oh. Oh, God, that was close. Bit of a drift tab there. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Toll booth. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. But I was a hair off. Oh, come on. What do you mean I cut the course? Oh, second, whatever. I was a hair off from just absolutely eating shit. I was at the edge of the guardrail. No, I am starting to recognize this course. Yeah, I definitely not too long ago ran this particular course in the Ferrari Group 3. Well, actually, I say not that long ago. Truth is, that was before the Heritage update, if I'm not mistaken. So it was a very long time ago. Grand scheme of things. That was several months ago. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean by how bad my frame of reference is? Slight jump here. Let's run into higher gears. Out comes fourth. Let the engine bog. Maybe we shouldn't have, and then... How well we do? 25th%. Yeah. That definitely felt faster. Felt faster than it actually was by a large margin. But again, I was drifting and running into walls, so there was no way I was gonna beat some of the higher end laps. I was never not gonna break the top 3, let alone the top 1. So percentage-wise, I mean. Pardon my background quiz kit. Took out 2 of the signs because they were in the way. Exhaust. It was pretty tidy drifting, if I do say so myself. That was a great drift. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah. This is, I mean, it's usually what I do when I'm playing. Look at that texture warping, by the way. Those weren't puddles. Those weren't puddles. That was my graphics card screaming for help. But yeah, no, that's usually what I do. I do, as the stream title may imply, unsurprisingly, I do range runs. And then if I really want to quote-unquote hot lap it at a later time, or just to see if I can beat my PB, and I might not drift as much. God, I can't really close it. That's what mostly screwed me up, that particular turn. If I had used like a monicum of brain power, I probably could have salvaged that a lot better than I did. Oh, there it was. Yeah, I gotta take a screening of that. This is what I was on about. This is what made me wince super hard. Let's roll into it slowly. Let's zoom and enhance. Zoom and enhance the footage. So there's the edge of the guardrail right there. Okay? Let's take a look at it from this perspective. I appreciate the van just rolling past my window with its brakes way on and refusing to service them. That's great. I love that. And brodozers. Yeah, please run through my neighborhood more often. But anyway, that's a top down. That's how close I came. Very dangerous. But also very cool. We'll take a screenie of that, actually. Can we do it from the back? That's gotta be a... Because on the front, you can't really tell, particularly. Yeah. That'll do. I would say about 10 centimeters of clearance. Yeah, you're probably right. Hang on, was I even closer? Sorry, I'm a bit hung up on this, but Cool Factor 9000. I'm pretty sure I was closer down here than I was up the... Yeah. Am I wrong on that? Maybe it's the same. Hold on. Zoom and enhance the footage. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure that was like equidistant through all of that. I love how this feels like one of those, what are they called now? God. E3, yeah, it's like that E3, like, early release footage. As you can see, the Art of Rally. Brought to you by developers of Absolute Drift. Let's go up a little bit here. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool shot. Let's do that. I might post that later. Despite the disgusting aliasing. And then I recover from it, and then we roll into an absolutely beautiful drift. And then a bit of a drift tap. Right hizzle. In fact, you can actually see it poking through the guardrail just a touch. Then we ride it a bit, and it tries to correct itself by almost plowing into the rail, and then just pinning it and getting it out of there. This is such a beautiful game. In fact, let's just look at this like it's really slow drone footage. Look at that transition. Can I... Yeah, that's right. It's just The Art of Rally is releasing this summer on all platforms. We are confident that this will set a new precedent in racing games. Anyway, let's continue on here. Just a heads up, guys, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do the stream for, but I'll give a heads up. But I don't intend to be doing this for too much longer. At least not for today. But hopefully I'll do another one soon-ish. Whenever that happens. Who's actually top 1 for this? Lemonhead! He did it in the sync? Damn. Lee Boone's top 4. It's not surprising. Well done. Polish guy and a Dutch guy are top 10. Well done. Major Klanger in 6th. Oh fucking god. What did it do? Yeah. I guess it makes sense. Acid Test Kits, that's another name I think I recognize, actually. It's not surprising to an extent that the sync is up here, because that car is definitely a lot better for more technical courses. It's also one that's getting utilized more. Declinage is top 16 on this course. You know what? I should check, because we did Finland earlier, yeah? Where's he at for this? He didn't do this one yet. He said, even in my own friends list, I'm getting destroyed. Also, big ups to Deconage. I'm definitely pronouncing the name wrong, by the way. Deconage? He makes some beautiful skin work. I think one of the best in the game. Infinitely better than mine. In fact, let me just demonstrate one that I just got recently. Is it Group B? It's Group S. No, it was Group S. Yeah, let's do the T22. He made the Kyrex T22. For those who don't know what all that's about, it's a reference to Wipeout, which is the best anti-grav racer on the planet. You can talk all day about your F-Zeros. I don't care. It's a beautiful car. You know what, actually? Tell you what I'm gonna do. Group 4 is fun and all. Let's do Group S. He's top 5. Jesus Christ. Myth. What the fuck's up, bud? Deconage top 5. Lee Boone, Myth. Also, a shout outs to him. Really humble guy as well. And Bobby's also in the top 10. Where's Fidelio at? He's probably in the top. He's pretty high up. I would be surprised if he's not further up there. But anyway. Do I have the... I don't. He did a really nice Phisar skin for the Iben Hama. Let's do the T22, of course. The totally not a lot of Samara Eva. Let's run it like this. I actually think it looks really nice like that. Maybe we'll do the quote-unquote proper rally one later. This is going to be a big performance boost. Because in the Turbo Brick we were running 330, and this is like 640. So we're doing 310 horsepower more and all-wheel drive. So this should be, for lack of a better word, absolutely mental. So this should be interesting. It's one of my preferred Group S cars. It's very twitchy, as you can see, but I'm much more comfortable with it than some of the others. Like the Gorlina cars, both of them, the totally not an ACV1 and totally not an ACV2. I'm alright with those. I just don't feel anywhere near as confident in terms of performance that I do with this. I'm much more settled in. I say that as I screw up consistently, but rest assured, usually I'm not as bad as this. Then again, I haven't used Group S in a long while, now that I think about it. That's a rock. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Isn't it ironic I'm using a Russian car on a Finnish course? Full send through here. Much faster than I would have done on the brick, that's for sure. I suppose it better wouldn't do. This thing's probably lighter as well. Bit of a jump. Keep it in third. cut through here. It's on two wheels for a split second. Keep it in third. Pin it. Try to. Off the course. Bit of a slide. God. Oh God. I hit just about everything there. Let's try that again. As you can see, these things are just... all the Group S cars, not just this one, are just absolutely insane. That's also why they never raced. Because they'd be even more nutty than the Group B cars they would have replaced. So... what does it actually say under this? Forget. It's a... Applecine. Ah, okay. Applecine. That's a clever one, dude. That's a good one. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I know what you're referring to. That car looks... yeah, but the Applecine doesn't really look like this thing, does it? Not by that much. Also, this thing would have been... okay, if the Applecine and the Samara Eva were the same course, I'm pretty sure that the Samara Eva would have run circles around it. Then again, the Samara Eva was actually like... you know, it actually had a budget in terms of its design. How come I never noticed this guy was up here? Just chilling. He's got a great view of the course, though. He's also got a great view of the Group S car coming to hit him in the face. Good God. You may have noticed as well the amount of wheel spin despite the all-wheel drive. Yeah. These cars are nuts. We can recover that into a beautiful drift. Yeah, there we go. You want to talk about Applecines? I just made success from an Applecine. I just turned an apple into an Applecine. I just turned words into nonsense as well. And there we go. I actually didn't die that time. So we're already ahead. We'll just drift through here. Easy does it. Transition. Or just fail completely. Up to you. Keep it in third. Actually, we'll go up to fourth just to catch it better. Down to third now. And then fourth. Past the bonfire. Keep it in third. Okay. I think we can at least get one decent run in. But it won't be easy. I almost hit that same exact tree again. I must have a magnet in my head or something. Oh God. Avoid that. I wonder if I could have cut the course there. unbelievably slow. Let's keep going. That wasn't as bad. Square right. Ooh. Hard stop by the hay mill. So there's some clutch kicks. Let's get that turbo spoon. Is that the end of the course here? Oh, damn. I doubt it's going to be a good time. We did a 140, and that's versus what? Yeah. We're miles off the pace. Yeah, where are we at? Yeah, we're 23 seconds off the pace. I'm just not as experienced with Group S. There's just no way. It's just too fast. Especially with my rust. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Not today. Excuse me. Should I do Paulus? Let's just do Paulus. Go Paulus. Google. I have to Google. So this is what I'm on about. So this is based on the ECV1 and the ECV2. The Super Bowls. I really don't like using this thing. As you can see, I have, and I've done okay-ish. The problem is this thing, like, other people have done really well in it. And the thing is, I really like the look of it a lot. But it just understeers too goddamn much. I can't get this thing to work right for me. It's such a shame. Maybe we should run a different one. You know what? Let's go fucking mental. Let's run the rotary S7, which is totally not an FC with all-wheel drive, and totally not with 3 rotors. What a crazy machine! This. Imagine this actually set foot in WRC. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Well, I mean, could you imagine any of these Group S cars on a course? That'd be terrifying. I mean, look at this thing. And yes, there is actually one that still exists in like an Audi museum somewhere. This is just a Group C car that somebody miniaturized and then said, yeah, put it on the dirt. Jesus, the guy. No wonder everybody in the 80s did coke. They just come up with crazy shit like this. Anyway. I don't know. So let's just do a solid blue one. Paulus. The nice thing is, as well, because it's a naturally aspirated car, I don't have to wait for anything to spool up. I can just go. I gotta wait for any kind of turbo lag. Which, if it did have a turbo, would have probably been the size of a dustbin lid or something. Oh! Recover that? Oh yeah, we can. Easy. In fact, there we go. We transitioned that into a beautiful drift. Making lemons out of lemonade. That's what we do here. Cut the course a bit. Totally not cut the course a bit. Bit of a slide. Up to second. Down to third. Up to third. Oh god. Clutch kick it. Oh god, what the hell? I had a hump somewhere. This thing is just nuts. I'm not in control of this car at all. I really am not. Like, I know it looks like I'm kind of goofing off. Yeah, I am. I am just kind of trying to see how much slide I can get out of it, the angle, but... Like, even in a straight line, I don't feel like I am in control of the car at all. This thing is just terrifying to drive. It's deciding where it wants to go. I'm merely a passenger in this situation. This thing is so cool. I would have loved to have been in the engineer's meeting when it came to me, like, coming up with this as a concept. Forget building it. Like to say, how many rotors do we need? We need 3 housings. Alright, cool. We'll just borrow that from another project we're working on. What are we up against? Turbocharged Mad Machines with all-wheel drive. Okay. What's our current RX-7? The FC, so it's the heaviest we've ever built. Okay. Yeah, give that all-wheel drive. They don't need it. Like, nowadays, you can't even build a car with pop-ups anymore. As a driving concept. And here's the thing, because for Group S regulations, it was like Group B where they would have had to make road-going versions. Could you imagine stepping into a showroom and seeing this? Like, never mind the fact that whether or not you could afford it or not. And then the specs, like, good Christ! Good Christ! It would have been what? I think, like... So, let's say the late 80s. Think of cars from the late 80s and compare it to this. I mean, it makes everything else... It makes a Group B look sane. Right? So we had 254, which puts us where? Also at a terrible time. Which is not surprising at all. People are doing rather well with it. That particular car, I'm just god-awful. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it down just a little bit. We're gonna turn it down to Group B. I can't believe that's a sentence. I can't believe I just said that as a legitimate sentence to people. We're gonna go slightly less insane, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna drop down to Group B. It's like saying, we're gonna tone it down a little bit. We're not gonna jump out from space. We're just gonna do Mach 2 ejections for the rest of the day. Good God. How well did we do? We did an 89. What? How well did we do Polisar? Damn, yeah. I think there might be footage of it on my channel, but I'm pretty sure I did a much better time than that I remember. But whatever. Maybe it was lumpy. No, it was lumpy, yeah. Should we do lumpy? Normarco. Yeah, should we do we'll do the regular one. So we got the box. We got the the French Mad Machine. We got the technically a Group 4 spec Quattro with 100 more horsepower. We got the Mad Machine. We got the one that killed loads of people. The heaviest Group B car that competed next to the BX. The one that didn't compete. The one that did. The one that was a special secret. Terrifying. Also didn't compete. And the Sank B. There's a lot of... Oh yeah, this one too. I actually quite enjoy using this thing a lot. I mostly just messed around with it, I think, in that one course when I stopped crashing for 2 seconds, but I think it's quite cute as well, honestly. Maybe I should use this thing. Do I have a skin for this? I don't? Seriously? Jesus, what's wrong with me? I'm kind of terrified of this thing, I'm not gonna lie. Despite how, beautiful this car looks. I do have skins for this one. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got a Fisar skin for this one, though. Should I just run this? This thing is so cool looking. By the way, if people want to get into making, like, skins and stuff for Art of Rally, my suggestion is, start with this one. The UV and the texture map and stuff like that is actually really easy. It's so easy, an absolute idiot can do it, because this is the one I made. And if you can look at the window and and the exhaust logos, I still did a terrible job because they're not even lined up properly. Unfortunately, Deckenage is not an absolute, well, let's call it what it is. He's not a fucking retard like me and can actually design things properly. This car technically doesn't exist. It's got a really cool story. And I love it for that reason. It's also the coolest of the Group B cars, I think. He's the coolest looking. It just looks so mean, yet clean at the same time. It's so awesome. I'll just pin it through here. Also, for all the Germans out there, I know that the names are wrong, but get mad at Dune, not me. As far as I understand, it should be D Hammer, not Das Hammer. It also shouldn't be like Das Whip and Ubivip and all that shit. I'm not the dev. Jesus, I am unbelievably sloppy in this car. It's mostly to demonstrate how this car handles anyway. Mid-engined, turbocharged, all-wheel drive. How can you not? How can you not like this? Can I recover? Yeah, I can recover. Easy does. It's gonna be a square right anyway, so it'll be slow, so we'll just slide through it. Not much further to go, I think it's the end point there. So what's the story behind it if it technically didn't exist? Good question. So the story behind the what's called what it is in real life. I think in real life it was called the Audi Quattro 002. Not so it doesn't get confused with the Sport Quattro and the Quattro and all that. What it was, right? It was supposed to be Audi's biggest secret, even bigger than what the Ibenham is based off of, pretty much. So, the Quattros, when they first arrived on the scene in Group B, or rather in Group 4, and then in Group B, where they became especially dominant, the issue they ran into was the fact that it actually suffered from pretty bad understeer because of the engine placement. This is actually more like the Ur Quattro, not so much the Sport Quattro. You can't really tell in this picture, but I want you to try and visualize from the side profile, so I don't have a mouse cursor, so bear with me. You can see where the front wheels are, right? If I remember correctly, the engine was inline, and it would sit. So, okay, imagine the axle as you see it here, but then like a small bar across the middle. And then the front part of that bar, or that line, right, is ever so slightly over the front of the front axle position. Maybe it'd be easier if I just demonstrated from. So let's do a free roam, Group B. Let's do the Das Hammer V2. We'll go to Finland because it's beautiful. This is based off the Evolution model, by the way. So here's the axles, right? There's the front axle. Now you see the hood vents, right? Now look at where the red lines and the gray, well, the really bad aliased red lines and the brown lines are. And I want you to imagine an engine sort of cradled like there-ish. So basically between the brown lines up to about almost where the spotlights are. So that's where the engine kind of sits, right? And as you can imagine, the weight, especially in your case, because you're learning engineering stuff, you can kind of imagine that the weight, when it transfers through a turn and stuff like that, is not going to want to transition the same way that other cars might. Now, in this game, it's not particularly a problem, but it was something that... Did I actually get this thing stuck? I'm actually in the fence. Oh, God. I'm actually in the fence. I'm actually stuck. The splitter is so ginormous on this thing. I'm actually stuck in here. I'm pinned in reverse. Actually, can I clutch kick it? Yeah, it won't budge. It's actually stuck. I'm a genius. I'm gonna bug report that. Okay. But yeah, so Audi discovered that their splitters were so big they actually got them stuck. Or hang on, is my controller busted? Is that what's actually happening? Maybe I didn't actually get it stuck. I think it might be a problem on my end. Let me just check quickly. What the hell's happening? Okay, it's just wigging out completely. Whatever, I'm getting off topic. So, Audi discovered that this was a weak point in their design. They're fairly, well, let's call it where it is. They're fairly dominant design. The only people that had a chance to really mess with them in the early years of Group B was Lancia, with the terrifying 037. But they decided to then move the engine to the middle as a test prototype, right? Is this it here? Yeah, we call it the Das Hammer V3. So they moved it to where the back window sort of is. You can see the vents actually, which would kind of feed the engine, as it were. And the idea is that with a mid-engine car, the weight distribution was a lot better, but you still retained the very potent 5-banger power plant that Audi provided, and the all-wheel drive system, which worked for them so well. Now, the thing is, they were adamant that this was going to be like a top-tier secret, right? I mean, I think like a year later or around the same time, Peugeot was actually doing that exact concept with the T16. But Audi didn't want the world to know, let alone the other teams, that they were doing this. So what they did was, and I'm not joking, you can look this up if you don't believe me, I think they had 2 test cars, right? One of them was driven by Volta-Roll. To ensure secrecy, they shipped them over to Czechoslovakia and ran them at a test track there for a little while to make sure that it was all the testing was done in absolute secret. Now, there is, I think, 1 or 2 photos that were taken of it at the track by passers-by, and they were just like 2 spy shots. But to Audi's credit, the trick worked, because it wasn't, I think, until the 2000s that anybody had a fucking clue that this actually went down. So, yeah, they kept it hush-hush to that point. And it was a big deal, because it was a trade secret. Now, they didn't run it in any proper events. It was just something they toyed around with. I mean, I think their logic was, let's use this as like a template to then work on the Group S car with, to just prove it's possible, right? so it was just something that they would work from, but... Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible that they would go to such lengths. But it's true, it's what they do. Okay, what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to give one or two more goes. You know what? To be honest, this thing does not get enough representation on the leaderboards. Which is a real shame, because this is probably the most iconic Group B car there is. Despite it not being my favorite, believe it or not. So we're gonna give it the credit it deserves. We're gonna run Lampy. We're gonna run Lampy in this thing. And we're gonna run it in the Pikes Peak paint scheme. Pretty good. Okay. I've really enjoyed this run. I'm absolutely broken, so I'm going to go to bed. Oh, you're heading off? Well, I appreciate you sticking it out for as long as you did. I hope you join us for the next one. So, thanks for coming out. You take care, bud. Man, if I'm going to give it proper representation, I can't just keep mucking up like this. I'm doing a really bad job. Jesus, I actually didn't see that. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot there was a flag there. Yeah, it's running again. Short shifted. Okay, give it a proper run. Give it a proper run. It's only like just over 3 miles. You can do this. You're not this terrible. I know you're nervous about the viewer. Bit of a slide. That's what you do. You dirt slide. Keep it in second. Pin it through here. That's much better already. Up to third. Slide again. Let the engine bog. Oh, for God's sake. We'll do a second gear start. Maybe that'll help us a lot. Because I think that's what I did in the SR-70. Well. Can you tell I'm really bad at Group B? I'm surprised I got it as many times as I did. That's much cleaner already. Transition. Beautiful. Cut. First. Watch the stick, boys. Transition. Rock. Tree. Everything's wrong. Down the second, pin it. Let that grip kick in. Slide through here. With just reckless abandon. This thing sounds so good though. Careful here. Oh god. Whatever, let's just keep going. Avoid the tree. Send a moment. Oh god. Okay. That was gonna be a lot worse than I thought. Just dancing on the brakes. dancing on the brake and throttle. I know for a fact I'm way behind. I'm already 5 seconds behind my pace. That's okay. Didn't make sense to live for fun. Typically I run rear-wheel drive anyway. I thought for sure I was gonna hit that tree. Let's drive out of that. Third. Chuck it in. Hit the throttle. Just roll out of that. Slide. First. Ran into a bunch of spectators there, which is befitting a fruit beat, I suppose. Fourth. That was absolutely unnecessary. Tree stump. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Just roll on. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen and just roll on. That's the finish right there. Do a revs for the lash. Do a revs for the lash. Nice. Yeah, I am... Jesus. I'm 26 seconds off my original pace. Yeah. There was no way I was gonna get even close to my time. But I've even stunned myself with how terrible that performance was. That was tragic. But it was fun as hell at the same time. At least I gave it a, I know, some of the light of day. Anyway, I gotta get rolling here. I appreciate everybody that did decide to show up. And again, if you are watching this as a replay, excuse me, if you did actually happen to watch this as a replay, thanks for taking the time to take a look. Hopefully this will be one of many to come. I really enjoyed this. I fucking love this game. And I want to share that with the world. Also, sub to my channel if you want to check out some of my other rain runs and reruns of tracks where I try to get a better PB. I think the best I've done so far is P13. I'm hoping to crack that. You know, I think I've just got just under 100 hours in this game as of this day. Yeah, something like that. So I guess I'm not doing too bad for myself, all things considered. But yeah, I'm hoping to crack the single digits in the rain runs. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you ever so much for watching, and hopefully you can stay tuned for more.